Today is Sunday, April 3rd, 2011. One of the things I noticed after I built my tiny house was that I didn't always have access to pressurized water. Now I have a water pump in underneath my water tank to give me pressure inside the house, but to get the water into the tank first, water that was pressurized wasn't always available. For instance, when I took it to campgrounds initially, not all of them had RV water hookups, or at least I didn't like camping on the cement pads that had the RV hookups. So what I did was I decided to get these little 5-gallon jugs, which I got from department stores. This one I have in a canvas bag. I was hoping it would make it a little easier to carry, since water, when you get 5 gallons of water, it weighs about 40 pounds. I'm always worried about these handles that come on these jugs will break off. Well, I got 5-gallon plastic jugs. And what I did was I also got a section of hose, a little plastic tubing actually, which I have on the other nozzle right here. This plastic tubing, just about 3 foot, and what I've done, well, I will screw this onto the container, make sure it's in the off position, and set it up so that it will drain. And then I'm actually going to move the camera here so that you can see down here I have a little access port. Now this access port I originally put in because the fittings that I got for the water tank, I didn't feel too comfortable with them. They were just designed for where you cut a hole and push them in and they'd stay, so you didn't have to have an extra access to put your hand through to screw anything on the other side. I didn't feel comfortable with them, so I got some some fittings for the tank that I would screw in from the backside. To screw them in from the backside, I had to cut a hole big enough to put my hand through. And so I just put this on top of it and got a little plug, an access plug. But fortunately, it turned out where now I can just take this tubing, and put it down into that. And then up here, just let me turn this a bit here, and turn the nozzle, turn the valve rather, and now the water is flowing into the tank. I have 2 of those jugs for a total of 10 gallons between the 2 of them, and usually 10 gallons lasts me about a week. My shower head is a ½ gallon per minute shower head, so 7 days, assuming you use 2 gallons per shower, is 7 gallons. That's 2 minutes, which is 1 minute for turning the water on, getting rinsed off. I turn the water off, suds up with the soap, turn the water back on, and rinse everything off. So 7 gallons, and then that leaves me a few extra gallons here and there for washing dishes and cooking with and things like that. Drinking water. Right now, I'm actually getting drinking water separately in a jug because I did just set my tiny house up I drained everything out, and because I had to leave it for a while in the winter here, so there's still a little bit of antifreeze left in the tank I still need to flush out. So it's not, I don't feel comfortable drinking it quite yet, but probably a few more tank fills and it will be better able for me to drink. But for right now, usually about once a week I fill the tanks, and that gets me going through the next week. So there you have it. That's how I get water into my tiny house when I don't have external pressurized water to fill the tank with.